Good morning, all. Welcome to NCA. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, good morning.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning. What about you, Raj, Tamil sir, and Gino?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Yes, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, fine. So today we are going to start with conditional statements. Okay. For that, you want to know about verb, and with respect to the verb, we have types. No, few types, right? So we want to know about that also. Fine. So, and also with respect to models, fine. We want to know about the models so that we can use that models effectively in our conditional statements. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
So that is why I have started with verb. As you know, we have the verb form, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is a verb? It is an action that expresses an action, right? So a verb is something which expresses an action. The same thing okay? Just revise it, fine? Then we have a irregular and regular verbs in that. So what is the difference? So regular verb is one that does not take the ed ending, right? For the simple past and past forms, they won't take ed form, okay? Whereas regular forms, it in the past and participle, so it will be adding with d or ed, right? You, for example, used, right? You people remember this slide? We
Yes,
have
ma'am.
seen this already.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, some verbs does not change, right? For example, put, cut is always cut only. They won't change in any form, right? So irregular verbs falls under 5 categories, right? So and also with the respect of the base form, first V1 base form, the same words I have given, right? Do, sit, write, use, give. In the simple past form, it will be did, sat, wrote, used, gave. How it will be in the past participle form? Anyone? Harini?
Ma'am, can
Yes, tell
I?
me. Harini, tell me. Harini?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell me for the past participle form, how it will be.
Ma'am, can you tell clearly, please?
What is the past participle form? How the past participle form will be? The next form.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, part participle means um action that action that was started and completed entire
Okay,
in the.
fine. I am asking about this words, how it will be changed.
Ma'am, ma'am, sorry, ma'am, your voice is breaking, ma'am. Can you tell it again, please?
Yes, ma'am. Can I am asking it how these words will change. Did, sat, wrote, used, gave, no? That is do, sit, write, use, give. How it will be changed in past participle form.
Ma'am, like um how can I say like ma'am, the helping verb is
I am just asking,
yes,
listen
ma'am.
carefully. I am just asking how the form will be. You can change that words, how the words form will be in the past participle one.
Ma'am, has have
Do, sit, write, use, give is there, right? Can I listen properly? I am asking about here how it will be changing. That is do, sit, write, use, give. How it will be changed in past participle form.
oh, you're asking like that. Okay, okay,
Ah,
okay.
yes. Now only you are getting it. Fine. Tell me.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
actually,
Hmm.
yes. Ma'am did it.
Did
Ma'am did it.
I didn't get you.
Ma'am, can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yes, I could hear you. Tell me.
Ma'am, doing or
Is that doing?
and for sat it would be I think
Is that doing? Is that writing? ING form will be coming in past participle one. Gino, tell me. Gino?
ma'am.
Yes,
Actually for
Gino.
part
Yes, Harini, just wait. Gino, tell me. Gino?
ma'am.
Yes, Kana. How it will be in past participle one? The same words. Gino? Yes, you people could hear me or not?
Ma'am.
Yes, Gino, tell me how it will be in the past participle form. Do, sit, write, use, give. Oh, he's having some network issue, I think so. Or else I have it. I don't know. Fine. Tamil Chelvan, tell me, Kana. Tamil Chelvan?
Ma'am.
Yes, correct one, Diksha. A bit louder. Diksha, you're right. A bit louder, please.
Ma'am, done. Started.
Yes.
Return.
Not Saturn, Sat only. Okay, sit, Sat only. Yes. Then,
Given.
yes. For this thing, you people are taking this much time means you people are revising everything or not? Okay, fine. How it will be in present participle? Madhu, tell me. Madhu?
Ma'am.
Yes, Kana, tell me how it will be in present participle. Yes, very good. ING form, right? Next, simple present. Wait. Srivatsan, tell me. Simple present.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, do, sit, write, use, give.
Write, use, give. What is that? Do, sit, no. No, of course not. Just tell me. Wait, Kanadas, wait. Yuvraj, tell me. Yuvraj, how it will be in simple present form?
Ma'am, does sit,
Okay, does sits.
writes,
Okay.
use,
Use or uses.
uses,
Okay.
gives.
Yes, Priyadashni, is that right? What Yuvraj said?
Yes, ma'am, it's right, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So you people are revising it or not? I don't know. Just hereafter try to revise it. Okay. Each day one topic. Yes. So next is the type 1 auxiliary verb forms. Do you remember this one? So the most common thing we are using is be verbs, have verbs, and do verbs. So be verbs are just Diksha, listen here. Diksha, listen here. Listen here, Kana. You were talking among yourself, I think so. Yes, don't talk, okay? Just listen here. So be verbs, am, is, or, was, where, be, been, being, okay? So when you take have verbs, have, has, had, fine? So do verbs are do, does, did. You people remember this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, fine, good. Next is modal verbs. What are the different modal verbs? With respect to modal verbs, they don't change their form in any sense. Whereas when you take this auxiliary verbs, okay, they will change based on the persons and based on the what to say, tenses, whether it is past, present, or future, based on the persons. If it is first person, second person, or in plural, singular or plural form, based on that, these things will be changing. Okay, we can change it. Whereas here, this modal verbs does not change their form. It will be existing in the same form how we are changing. Fine. So what are modal verbs? Can you list any few? Tamil children, tell me. Tamil children. Fine. Priyadashini, tell me.
Ma'am.
Yes, Kana, tell me. Modal verbs. Yes, Kana, tell me. What are modals? Modal verbs. Well, can list the words. That's enough.
Yes, chair, ma'am.
Yes, you can list the words. What are the words we have seen in the modal verbs?
Can,
Yes, good. Can.
shall,
Okay.
need,
Need to.
should,
Okay. Should. So need to is a semi-modal, not modal. Fine.
okay.
Yes. Next.
Must,
Okay.
will,
Hmm?
will,
Will. Okay. Fine. Will.
have to,
How have to will come? Have is a auxiliary verb, right? Here, just now we have seen, no? Have. Yes. Yes, tell me. You have listed only few. Diya, continue that. Diya. Yes, Diya. Diya.
ma'am.
Yes, Diya. Continue that. Yes.
Should,
Okay, sure.
will,
Okay, will. Good.
would, ma'am, would.
Okay, would. Fine. So can, could, may, might,
and
must.
might.
Yes. Can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, would. Fine.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
ought to, need to, dare. These are semi-modals. That will come under modals only. That is what semi-modals we will be saying. Fine. So modal verbs. We are going to see. Yes. Can I tell me?
Ma'am, in the other slide, the last example
Is ought to, need to, dare.
example, ma'am.
Used to. These are semi-modals.
Ma'am, in the last example,
There is ought to. It is not example. It is the list of words that has been under verbs, modal verbs.
okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Out to.
Ought to. That is not ought to. Ought to. Fine. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
We will be seeing that. Because we are going to deal in detail. Okay. We have already seen this. You people remember this? What are modals? What are modals? Anyone? What are modals? We have already done with modals. Yes or no? We have already done with models. You people remember that or not, Kanna? Then tell me, what are modals? Okay, listen here carefully. Okay, listen carefully. Fine. So modals are the verbs that are special verbs that behave irregularly. Fine. So we have modals. They are named as modals, modal auxiliary verbs, modal auxiliaries. And in this here we have semi-modals as well. That is one of the subtype of it. Fine. So how it will be, how the modals will be, they will never change it form. You can't. So they are used to indicate the modality and allow speakers to express certainty, possibility, willingness, obligation, necessity, and ability. Fine. So these are the things that will come under models. Fine. We can talk about when you're talking about the possibilities, whether it could happen or not. When you say it is a necessity, when you talk about the obligation, right? When you want to show your ability, I will do it. That is what the ability, right? So when you're talking about the ability and all, your willingness towards something. So when you talk about these things, you will be using models. Okay. Yes. Diksha, you can mute it, Kanna, because I am getting some noise from your side against you.
Ma'am, Dia is giving the answer.
I didn't get you, Kanna.
Ma'am, Dia is giving the answer.
Dia is giving the answer. Okay, okay, fine. Whoever it is, just mute it yourself, okay? Because I could get some background noise. That's why. Fine. Yes, still now I'm receiving that.
Ma'am, I am also answering, ma'am.
No, Kanna, I didn't ask that. I didn't ask who is answering. I'm just getting some background noise. So mute yourself, I'm saying. Fine.
Okay.
Is others whoever is unmuted, just mute yourself, Kana, because I could get some background noise. Okay. Yes. So what are the use of models? Fine. When you talk about the use of models, we have just now we have seen, no, when you talk about the possibility, when you talk about the probability, when there is any prohibition or obligation, you must not enter into the forest zone, right? Like that is what prohibition, right? So lack of necessity, ability, and to ask some permission. May I come in? Like that, we are just asking the permission, right? So the use of models will be for the permission, ability, obligation, prohibition, lack of necessity, advice, possibility, and probability. Fine. Is that clear still now, the use of models? So we are going to see one by one. Fine. So first is with respect to the things: will, shall, can, could, would, should, must, may, might, right? So here dare, you need, used to, ought to. These will say about the semi-modals. Okay. The modal phrases is also known as semi-modals. Fine. So if there is a question that you want to fill with the modal phrases, means you want to know, go for semi-modals. Okay. So will would says about the will's prediction, request or demand or reception or promises, right? So for example, I don't think I will be able to come tomorrow. So this shows that this is not what? This is the prediction, right? This is the prediction, right? I don't think I will able to come tomorrow, right? I'll be able to come tomorrow. So this shows that whether you will come or not, that this is just a prediction, right?
Yes,
So when you talk about your wish, prediction, request, demand, order, etc., so that time you will be using will. So would is used to wish or to request in a polite way. Fine. So sometimes it expresses habits also. For example, she told me that she would go to Chennai next month. So this is a polite way of wishing something, right? It's a polite way of saying something, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Next one. So shall and should. When you take shall is used instead of will in the first person. Okay. Who is the first person? I, right? I and we. First person. You people remember that? Why
Yes.
others are not responding? you can unmute and respond, and then you can mute yourself, right? Whenever you want to respond, you feel like you want to respond, you can unmute and talk, fine? Others. Yes. So shall is used instead of will in the first person. We have already seen this actually. Just having a quick revision of it. Okay. Yes. So, for example, shall I come with you? Fine. Shows the future as well, right? This shows the future as well. So should is used to express 50% obligation, advice, or logical conclusion. It is not a compulsion actually. Should is not
What
actually
is meant by obligation? Yes, ma'am.
obligation in the sense when you want to when you want to when you want to convey a thing that for example you want to do something, fine, you want to do something, so shall I do this, should I do this, I should able to, I should do this or not, like
Ma'am,
that
that
you
is
will be
permission,
asking,
ma'am.
no, you are not supposed, what kana,
Ma'am, that is permission, no, ma'am.
that is not permission, okay, it is an
Ma'am?
obligation only,
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am?
okay, permission is different.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes, Kanad, tell me.
Yes, ma'am. What is meant by obligation? Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So, for example, when you go somewhere, fine. For example, I'm saying when you go somewhere and you are not supposed to do like that, means they will do. You should not throw the plastic waste here. So
Ma'am,
that is,
request.
it is not request. Request is different.
Something
Okay.
like that.
Yes, please give me some water. That is what request. Okay. Request means you are asking something to do that if they can able to do, right? So obligation is nothing but it is like
duty, responsibility.
yes, that's what I'm saying. You should do this. If you can able to do that one, okay, actually you can able to do it. If possible, do that. Is my voice is breaking for everyone? Is my voice is breaking for everyone?
Ma'am?
Yes, my voice is breaking.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Just wait. Just give me a minute, okay?
Now it's not breaking.
Okay, fine. Just give me a minute. Yes, am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, fine. So this obligation, we are talking about obligation, right? This obligation is not a request actually. Request is different from obligation. Fine.
Yes,
so when you talk about some responsibility, fine, that is you must do your homework, right? You should do your homework. You have that responsibility to do that, right? You have some duty to do that. So when you talk about the duties, responsibility, and that liability and all, when you talk about it, that will come under obligation, fine?
Yes,
is that clear? The thing is, you can able to do that. It is up to you whether you do it or not. Fine. So we can tell that you want to do that. You want to revise it. It is not my request also. It is not my advice also. You should revise, right? You should revise. It's an obligation. You should revise it actually. Fine. Is that clear?
Yes.
But it is up to you whether you can do it. Actually, you can able to do it, right? You can able to do it, but still, you people are not revising, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
For this also, yes. Okay, fine. So next is can could. Can is the ability, right? Most of the time we'll use can for the ability. I can do, right? So, and also it shows the permission and possibility as well. Fine. For example, I can solve this puzzle. This shows your ability to solve the puzzle, right? Could. Could is used to for suggestion, request, permission, future possibility, and ability in the past. See here, could. Here only we are evidencing about the past, right? So could is showing the ability in the past as well. Fine. So could is used to represent a suggestion, request, permission, future possibility, and the ability in the past. Right? Is that clear? Next is, yes, could you please send me an application form? So this shows that this is the request. This is the request, right? Could you please send me an application form? This is the request, right? So next is may, might. Yes, can you tell me?
Ma'am, we can also say like, can you send me an can you please send me an application form?
Can you shows the ability? I told you, right? Can you shows the ability, and also it will talk about the permission as well. You can Shivatsan, just turn off your cam. Yes. So here you can you send me your application that shows the ability, and also you are getting the permission also. You are asking for the permission also. That's good. The thing is you are requesting whether they could do it or not. We don't know. Fine. You are just asking them. That is what the permission is. Fine.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay, ma'am.
request. It is what the request is. Fine. Could you please send me the application form? It is a request actually.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. When you talk about the can you send me the can you send me an application form? You can ask that also, but it shows the could and can differences about the possibilities. Most of the time you'll go for can. If you, for example, if can is 100% means could is about 50 to 70% like that. Okay, for example, I'm saying to will and would, fine, shall. So these things will come under the same category, but we will having the possibility, that is the percentages differs. Okay, the percentage differs. Is that clear what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we have seen this already, but still you people are not revised. That's why I'm taking it much in detail. Fine. Yes, may and might. May is used to ask permission and to show the future possibility. May I come in, as we usually say. So might is used to show the present and future possibility. Okay, what is happening now and what will happen in the future. He might have failed. Right? He might have failed. So if he didn't work hard, he might have failed, right? Like that. Fine. So must is, it is an obligation, it is the necessity, and it is the prohibition. Especially when you talk about the prohibition, must will always be there. Fine. So you must follow instructions. It is the duty that you must follow it. So you're not supposed to deviate from it. When you add should, you should follow the instructions. You can add should also. But when with respect to must, it is the compulsion that you want to do. But with respect to should, it is not the compulsion. It is about 70. The percentage differs. I told you, right? So if must is 90%, should will go for only 50%. Okay, is that clear what I'm saying? Is that clear what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Fine. So next is dare. Dare is nothing but to be brave, reckless, or rude. Fine. So to try something. For example, I dare to do it. So when you dare to do it, you can do it, right? So it talks about the braveness of yourself, not with respect, not with what you are asking for. Fine. So what you can able to do, you will do it like that. You can do it like that. Not ability. Fine. Not with that ability. So you have that brave to do that. Fine. So dare is need is nothing but when there is when there is a necessity of necessity or obligation, we'll be using the need. Okay, I need to go. All right. So I need to go because there is a necessity. Fine. So yeah, this will also come under obligation as well. I need to go because you have to perform something. So that's why you're asking me to that you want to leave. For example, Jinu used to ask me while he was class, right? So, ma'am, shall I leave the class? I want to go at the class, like that. He'll be asking, right? So, because there is a need, there is a necessity for him to go there, right? Not with the necessity, he want to join there and he want to participate in that, right? So there is a need for everything. Fine. So when there is a necessity, whether they want to be there or not, it will say about the need. Fine. So we can use need for it. So next is used to. Used to will with respect to past habit. I used to do that, right? When I
Ma'am,
was when yes, can I tell me?
ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am. Why the word need is always almost always used in negative sentences?
Why it does not? I didn't get you.
Ma'am, why the word need is
Mm, mm.
almost always used in negative sentences?
Almost always used in negative sentences in the sense how we are. Usually we will do like that. For example, when you talk about group, okay, we have already seen this, right? When you talk about group in general for collective noun, right? When you talk about the collective noun, we will be talking mostly with respect to animals only, no? For example, I'm
Yes,
saying
ma'am.
with respect to animals only, no? Why we are talking with respect to animals only? Because usually we are doing like that. Fine? Usually we are doing like that. So need is
Yes,
need. Why in the negative sense? From this itself you can answer. Why in the negative sense? Why? You can answer by this itself. Anyone?
ma'am.
Yes, tell me. Yes, Kana, tell me.
Ma'am, like it was not so clear, ma'am, what you said because in between your voice was breaking. That's why.
No, Kana. Somewhere we have seen that this type is almost used always, right? This type of words. Some words I have shown you, though that will be used often, right? So we can use that always, right? Why? What is the reason? Maybe what is the in your point? What is the reason we are saying negative sentence for negative sentence?
Ma'am, I think because we usually
Hmm.
use it.
Yeah, that is what went here, right? It is almost always used in the negative sentence where there is when you express a lack of obligation or necessity, right? Lack of obligation or necessity, at that time you'll be using it. Fine. Because that lack means lack is a negative thing only, no? It is lagging actually. Fine. Is that clear what I'm saying? Is that clear what I'm saying? So when you talk about need, because you are not there is a need for you. There is the lack, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, there is. That's why you need to go, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You may think that this is a positive sense, but it is actually I need to go. That is a negative one because you want to be there, right? Is that clear what I'm saying, Harini? That is why you want to be there. You want to go there, right?
Yes,
Harini?
ma'am.
Ah, yes. You may feel like that this is the positive one. I need to go, right? You may think that it's a positive one, but it is actually a negative one. Why I am saying this is a negative one? Because your presence is not there. There is a necessary for you to be there. So that's why you are asking that I need to go. Is that clear what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Clear or what, Kana Harini?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So next is used to. Used to, for example, mostly we will talk about the past action. Okay, past actions only. Fine. So most of the time, he used to play hockey. So what I used to revise all things quickly. Fine. And also I used to plan my schedule properly. I used to schedule my timetable properly. Fine. So schedule is nothing but the timetable only. Fine. So I used to schedule myself, right? So this shows that used to is the habit, past habits, fine, and also the conditions or the fact that is no longer in the case, fine. So that is often be used, that is not used here. Like that, if we talk about that, it should be used to be like that, but nowadays it is not like that. The fact that is no longer, fine. So usually the things will be like that, but nowadays it is not like that. When you talk about like that, when you compare the things also, that is the fact that is no longer. Fine. Is that clear till now?
Yes, ma'am.
Ought to. So ought to is used, it's like used to only, and it makes a verb's infinitive, right? What does mean by infinitive?
Ma'am,
Mm.
Having no end.
imagine.
Yes, that is having no ends.
If they have
Ends.
no end.
Yes, infinitive, right? So
Example
commonly
number.
compared with should, actually. It is like used to only, but it is compared with should, fine? So mostly will be viewing as a correct or preferable or necessary one, fine? So because as it is expressing the correct, viewed as a correct one, fine? And also when you offer an advice about something also, you will be using ought to, fine? For example, you ought to serve your motherland. Of course, we ought to serve our motherland, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that is a necessary, right? Necessary thing that we ought to serve our motherland. Till now, what's that clear? You have any doubt in anything?
No, ma'am.
We have
No, ma'am.
seen already these things. What's the time now? Yes. So just I will give the introduction to conditionals. We can see this conditionals in the next class. Okay. Just I will give some introduction about the conditionals. Fine. So conditional statements is nothing but if it is when a thing has been there. Fine. So that will lead to the other, or else that will result the other thing. When you talk about like this, that is what the conditional, right? So when this happens, it will lead to the other. When this happens, it will result this thing. Like that, when you are expressing, fine. Like that, when you are expressing, that will come under conditional statements. It uses the conjunction if, okay? Conjunction if, and occasionally when will be used. When will be also be used to express a condition and its result. Fine. So express a condition, listen carefully, to express a condition and its result. Okay. Yes. We have zero conditionals, first conditionals, second and third conditionals. Zero conditional says that extremely likely, fine, extremely likely. So first conditional states that it is possible. So second conditional is unlikely, but still possible. It is not up to what we are expecting, but still possible. There are chances like that. So third conditional is impossible, fine. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, fine. So for this, you want to know about how to, for third one. Okay, for third one, you want to know about how to use was and where. So when you will be using was and when you will be using where?
Ma'am, was for singular, where for plural.
Okay, if you're there, that right? So here where only I'm using, no? She is singular only.
Ma'am, can you repeat that once again?
Yes. So if she were there, she will do that. She would have done that, right? If she were there, she would have done that. So if she, where only I'm using, right? So where is for singular, as you said, where is for singular. So, but I'm using here she were. So she is singular. I'm using where. Actually, this statement is correct. Then why I'm using where? Yes, anyone? Anyone?
Ma'am, where used means if that will be if where means it can be like that. We will tell no, ma'am, so that it's important.
It's not clear, Kana. Make it clear.
No, ma'am, we will tell like if it she where means we can do that work.
Yes.
Like that we will tell ma'am. So ma'am, what is your question, ma'am?
She's so fine.
No,
She
ma'am.
told me.
No.
Yeah. Yes. Madhu said that. Yes, Madhu said that she for singular persons we can use was, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, she
But
told.
but singular, she is singular only.
Ma'am, I know
No,
she
but
told.
I'm using why. I'm asking why. Hmm? You tell me. Yes, anyone. Yes, Priyadarshini, tell me, Priyadarshini. Priyadarshini?
Ma'am.
Yes, can you tell me? Yes, tell me.
No, ma'am, I raised a hand for first one, ma'am, not like for this one, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Madhu, you got the answer or not, Kanna?
No,
Why
ma'am.
you just Panchavatra? Yeah, good morning, Panchavatra. Fine.
Good
So let me tell you. Yes, good morning, Kanna. So the thing is, when you use was, as you said, that's correct. Fine. So for singular persons, you will be using was. Fine. So for plural person, for plural things, you will be using were. Okay. That's the exact correct only. Fine. Is that clear what I'm saying? That is exactly correct. What you said is exactly correct. Fine. For singular you'll be using was, and for plural form you'll be using were. Okay, this is the normal thing what we usually do. This is the correct one only. As Madhu said, this is the correct one only. Fine. So when we will use were, if she were, I told you, right, this she were. So if she were அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து sorry, if she were, right, if she were there, she would have done this. So for this, why I'm using where? This is not happened, and also it is not possible for us to rewind that thing and we will go there and we can do it, right? So it is in the imaginary world. Yes or no? It is there in the imaginary world. The thing has been done and we can't change that. But still, we feel like if I were there, I can do this, right? If I were there, I can do this. I could have done this. Not I will do this. I could have done this. So here, that where says about When you use it with respect to singular persons, we can use this in plural also. Fine. So where can be used in singular and plural? When it can be used means when it is imaginary. Right?
Ma'am, when it is in the past
not
form.
going to happen anymore. Yes, in the past form. So when you talk about the imaginary things also. In general, we will be using was and where. Okay. Here it is with respect to conditionals only. Okay. Conditionals. Third conditional. That is impossible. Fine. So we can use where with conditionals only, not with other things. Fine. Only with respect to conditionals, that too with the third conditional mainly. Okay. Because it is impossible, no? It is impossible. We can't rewind that and we can't change it. Because it has been done, right? It is already done. We can't change anything. So from the morning you are hearing my everyday morning, you're listening to me, right? So that we can't change. Maybe on Friday and Saturday we can change, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. We can't go back to Monday and most of the people did the correct answers, right? So we can one or two questions were wrong for them. Fine. If they revise well, they would have also done the correctly, right? But we can't change that now, right?
Yes.
It is impossible to change that everyone got the good mark. That is, everyone got full marks, right? Is that clear what I'm saying? So we can't go and change that, right? So sometimes when you discuss among your friends, so this time I couldn't attend it. If I were there, I would have scored good marks, right? If I were there, because they were absent to the class, but they can't change that, right? They can't change that previous thing, right? Yes or no? So it can say, if I were there, I would have got good marks, right? Or have got good marks in the sense how it is saying. So நான் வந்திருந்தேன்னா நான் full marks வாங்கியிருப்பேன். Easy question paper. Everyone will say like that only, right? Yes or no? Because that the condition is impossible. We can't do that. Is that clear what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So where is used with respect to conditionals only, that for imaginary. Okay. For other than that, for singular it is was and plural it is where. Fine. Is that clear till now?
Yes,
Okay. We can see this remaining things tomorrow. Okay. Not tomorrow, on Tuesday. Fine. We can see this on Tuesday. The conditionals. So I thought like I will be completing the conditionals by today, but it's okay, fine. Anyhow, we used the time usefully, right? You utilized our time in a good way only, no? Just we have revised everything, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you people
Yes,
want
ma'am.
to. Yes, you people want to ask anything? Let me know, or else we can wind up the class. If you have any doubt, also you can ask me.
No doubts, ma'am.
Okay, fine. What about others?
No doubts, ma'am.
Okay, Kanna. Jinu, Madhu,
Ma'am,
Dr. Harini. Yes,
yesterday
Kanna.
no, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay, fine. Yes, Madhu.
ma'am, yesterday you teach the active
Yes,
to
Madhu.
passive tense change, no, ma'am. That when you will
Yes,
send in
Kanna.
the group, ma'am.
I have already sent that. I'll make sure that you receive it by today. Okay. I'll make sure that I will receive it by today. Because yesterday morning itself, after the class, I have shared that. So by today, I will confirm it. Okay. That you
Okay,
receive
ma'am.
it. Fine. So other things, other than that, any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Panchavakra Tamil Chelvan?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Yes, okay, fine. Priyadashni? Yes, Priyadashni. I received from Priyadashni. The homework I received from Priyadashni, but not with others. Madhu and Priyadashni alone completed.
Ma'am, I am completed, ma'am. I post, ma'am.
Okay, Kanna. No issues. Fine.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, may I know what is the what is the homework that you gave that?
Yes, Priyadarshini, you can tell me, Priyadarshini, what's the homework? Priyadarshini? Yes, what's the homework? Tell me.
Akka ma'am gave one topic like I ate chocolate. We want to write perfect, past, present, future, and perfect continuous, simple, and continuous.
In simple terms, we can say for I eat chocolate, you want to change for all the tenses, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, ma'am, I asked this because I was not present
Yes,
yesterday,
yes,
ma'am.
I know that, I know that.
Ma'am, because when I was logging in, it was showing as like you have to log in with your email ID and this and all. And I just when I just did that, it was showing like it is enabled, and at
Yeah,
last
you
it
want
was
to, yes, yes. At that time, what you want to do is you want to close all the applications and you want to again restart it. You are connecting with your lab, right? System or lab,
yes,
right?
ma'am.
Ah,
And
yes.
I
At that
also
time,
tried a notebook. Sorry, notebook, no. My cell phone, but it was not coming, ma'am. It was showing like it is enabled. At last, it was showing like your email is blocked, like that.
okay,
That's
no
why, ma'am.
issues. What you can do is, because I today morning also I faced the same issue, right? So it has been logged out, and also it got hanged also. Fine, because it is repeatedly I am using the application, right? It got hanged also. So for that, what you can do is you can close the application and you can open it again. Fine, and try to
Okay, ma'am.
yes. So I will make sure that for these people who are there, I will make sure that, because it is difficult, a bit difficult to connect with a mobile and lab, right? Because after connecting to because yes, because why it means we want to connect to the mobile, then only we get the ID and password, then only we can connect it to the lab, or else we can only when you logged in you can switch it, right? Nowadays it is not showing that option also. So I'll make sure that I will check with it and I will give a detailed information tomorrow. Fine. If possible, I will tell tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
fine.
Yes.
Okay. Other than that, any doubts? No,
And
right?
actually, I
No, ma'am.
tried some more email and email IDs, but it was not coming, ma'am. That's why I just can't attend it.
Okay, Kana, no issues. You just go through the videos, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Fine.
ma'am.
Yes, Kana. Okay, fine. Yes.
Ma'am,
We can wind up the class, right?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Have
Jai
a nice day.
Bharat.
Have a nice day. Jai Bharat.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, bye. Take care, everyone.
You to take care of yourself.
Thank you, Kanna. Ma'am? Ma'am?
அம்மா சொல்லுங்கம்மா
Yes, ma'am. We can end the class.